Alex stared in disbelief as the black Escalade screeched away, leaving his mailbox in splinters for the fourth time. The laughter echoing from inside the SUV cut through the evening air like a knife. Susan and Victoria, the tyrannical sisters who ruled the Lakeside Meadows HOA with iron fists. His hands shook with rage as he knelt amid the debris, splinters digging into his knees. Emily, his wife, rushed out from the house, her face pale but determined. "That's it, Alex. We can't let them get away with this anymore," she said, pulling him into a hug. Her support was the only thing keeping him from exploding. This wasn't the first time. The previous incidents had been brushed off as accidents by the police, who claimed no proof of intent, while the HOA dismissed them with lame excuses about poor visibility. But Alex knew better. It was targeted harassment. Fed up, he decided to fight fire with fire. That night, he built a fortified mailbox reinforced with concrete and rebar, rigged with a neon pink spray trap and a hidden speaker that would blare an embarrassing siren if disturbed. Revenge was brewing, and it felt justified. They'd bought this house 2 years ago, hoping for peace after Emily's battle with cancer. She needed a quiet place to recover and start her dream garden. Lakeside Meadows seemed perfect at first, a manicured suburb with sparkling lakes and friendly waves. But the HOA, led by Susan, turned it into a nightmare. Susan, the self-appointed president, was a master of passive-aggressive bullying, obsessing over every rule like it was gospel. Her sister Victoria, who lived with her and acted as the muscle, was even worse, towering and intimidating. She'd glare down at you like you were dirt under her boot. From day one, the harassment started. Inspectors showed up unannounced, slapping fines for the slightest infractions, grass a quarter-inch too tall, garbage cans visible for 5 minutes too long, shutters the wrong shade of beige. Emily's garden became their prime target. When a truck delivered soil, Susan fined them for unauthorized alteration, claiming it disrupted the neighborhood aesthetic. Victoria even showed up at their door, snarling threats about consequences if they didn't comply. Then came the wind chimes. Emily's simple joy hung to tinkle in the breeze during her recovery. No warnings, no real complaints, just a fat fine and an order to remove them. It was a direct stab at Emily's happiness, and Alex had had enough. He turned to his Uncle Harold, a retired lawyer with a knack for turning the tables. "Use their rules against them, kid," Harold advised. Alex dove into the HOA bylaws, poring over dusty documents late into the night. What he found was gold. No mandatory warnings before fines, fabricated complaints, and an unelected committee pulling strings illegally. He drafted a scathing letter exposing it all, copying every resident in the neighborhood. The backlash was swift. Neighbors who'd been fined for years whispered support at first, notes slipped under doors, quiet nods in the street. But Victoria paid Alex a visit, her eyes blazing. "You think you're clever? Keep digging, and you'll regret it." Retaliation ramped up, mayonnaise smeared across their car windshield, garbage dumped on their lawn at midnight. Victoria even started stalking them, circling their block in her SUV, headlights piercing their windows like accusatory beams. Support dried up fast. Neighbors backed away, murmuring warnings about not crossing Susan and Victoria too deeply. "They've got dirt on everyone," one said before slamming his door. Isolated, Alex shifted gears, demanding HOA financial records. Stonewalled at every turn, he got a break from Mr. Lee, a quiet accountant neighbor who slipped him copied credit card statements. The embezzlement was blatant: spa weekends, luxury shopping sprees, and a whopping $2,000 monthly to a shady law firm. Following the money trail, Alex discovered the firm specialized in crisis management, thushing up scandals for the wealthy. Digging deeper into Victoria's old social media, he unearthed posts from Arizona 5 years back, featuring a flashy red sports car. It matched descriptions from an unsolved hit-and-run article. A young woman named Olivia left paralyzed after being struck by a fleeing vehicle. The timing and location aligned perfectly. His stomach churned as he realized the HOA Dusaviri one's hard-earned money were funneling into hush payments to cover the crime. The opportunity struck during the annual HOA barbecue, hosted in Susan's sprawling backyard. With the neighborhood distracted by burgers and small talk, Alex slipped into her home office. Heart pounding, he guessed her password, Lakeside Queen, and copied files from her computer, audio recordings, medical reports, even a birth certificate. Just as Victoria's shadow loomed in the doorway, Uncle Harold created a diversion outside a smoke bomb disguised as a grill malfunction. Chaos erupted, giving Alex the seconds he needed to escape. Back home, the files unveiled horrors. Audio clips captured desperate negotiations, payments to silence Olivia and her family. The birth certificate? Olivia was Victoria's secret daughter, given up for adoption decades ago. But the twist hit like a freight train. The victim photo showed eyes identical to Victoria's, yet timestamps proved Susan was the driver that night. She'd covered it up for 5 years, lying to her own sister, siphoning HOA funds to pay for Olivia's care and keep the truth buried. The betrayal was monstrous, a web of deceit built on blood, money, and family secrets. The climax exploded at the next HOA meeting, packed with tense residents. Alex stood tall, projecting the damning evidence on a screen: bylaw violations, embezzled receipts, the hit-and-run link. "You've been stealing from us to cover your crimes," he thundered, pointing at Susan. The room gasped as audio played Susan's voice begging for silence. She crumbled, confessing in sobs, "I did it to protect her. To protect us." Victoria's face twisted in grief and fury, lunging at her sister with a scream that echoed betrayal. "You lied to me. My own daughter." Police sirens wailed outside. Alex had tipped them off anonymously. Officers stormed in, cuffing Susan amid the chaos. She faced charges: embezzlement, fraud, even vehicular assault. The HOA dissolved in disgrace, reformed under fair leadership with relaxed rules and refunded dues. Victoria, shattered but seeking redemption, moved to Arizona to reconnect with Olivia, bridging the chasm of lost years. In the quiet aftermath, the neighborhood breathed freer. Gardens bloomed unchecked. Laughter replaced whispers. Alex reflected on his journey from victim to vigilante, realizing justice sometimes demanded crossing lines. Uncle Harold gifted them new wind chimes, their melody a symbol of hard-won peace. But whispers lingered. Was Alex a hero or a meddler who tore a family apart? The controversy simmered, dividing opinions on where defense ends and obsession begins.